Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Laketra and this is my very first YouTube video. Yes, thank you. Happy to be here. So I've wanted to start a channel for several years now, but every time the idea came to mind I would just talk myself out of it, but this time I was like,
whatever, I'ma just do it and we gonna see what happens.
so here I am. I just moved to a new state, so I kind of need something that's just for me, like a hobby, so YouTube it is. All right, so before I had cable as an adult, because y'all know how that is. Having cable in college is one thing, having it as an adult, like, yeah, that's just another thing. So before I had cable as an adult, YouTube basically was my form of entertainment. Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, that was basically all I watched. So I spent a lot of time on YouTube. So I thought it would be fitting for my very first YouTube video to talk about my favorite YouTube channels. So as I go through these, I've put all the different YouTubers in different categories. I'll explain why they're in those categories as we go along. I'm always looking for new suggestions, like new channels to follow. So hopefully you'll get an idea of some of my tastes for YouTube channels and videos. You watch this, and then you can give me some suggestions below. So here we go. All right, so family vlogger, belief in fatherhood, y'all. This channel does so much for my heart. So all the channels that I mentioned, I feel like are not ones that no one knows about. These are fairly popular YouTubers. So Belief in Fatherhood, for you all that don't know, is about a man named Glenn, but he goes by Belief. So he was a stay-at-home father slash rapper, and so he would kind of just vlog and record his life home with his two kids. So at the time he had two sons. One, the oldest is Theo, and then the youngest at the time was Uriah Bow. Theo's full name is Theophilus, but he calls them the chocolate babies. So like on the internet, they're known as the chocolate babies, and they are so cute. So like I said, Belief was also a rapper, so he's very creative. So he would just find these really cool and inventive ways to teach his boys about lessons in life, and just, they were two, I think they were 1 and 2, I think, when I started watching. So he would make up like songs about bedtime, and he would cook them dinner and then record like the different recipes. And so I love that he's changing the narrative about fatherhood and fathers being present, specifically Black fathers being present in their kids' lives. You know, happy Black History Month. So I love that he's changing the narrative around that conversation. So he and his wife, Yvette, she's beautiful. At the time, they only had 2 children when I first started watching, and then she gave birth to a third, Anaya Zai, and now they're expecting their 4th chocolate baby, and I was shook when that happened because I thought for sure Anaya Zai was the end. There's a funny video he has related around that. Go watch it. He and his wife Yvette also have a podcast called How Married Are You? I would highly suggest it for couples, but especially for singles looking to be married one day. There's so much wisdom that they're giving out on that podcast. It is like top 2 of my favorite podcasts. So Belief in Fatherhood, that is like my favorite family vlogger. Storyteller. So Just Boss. I love her. Whenever I'm watching her, I feel like I'm just watching a friend, like somebody that I grew up with, somebody I knew from college. She's so humble. She's so down to earth. So Basima is her full name, but she goes by Basi. So her story times, bomb. So they were basically around her ex. So she had this ex who was the father of her first 3 children. So she has 5 kids total. The first 3 from who she calls Bob online, and the last 2 from her husband. So the story times were about Bob and all of the shenanigans that she and Bob went through. He was, how do I put this? I'm just, from the way that she tells the story, you know, there's two sides to every story, but from the way that she tells the story, the situations that she was involved in with him, I'm just gonna say he was a jerk. So she, Bossy Posse is what she calls, you know, her subscribers. So I am a proud Bossy Posse member. We all don't like Bob. We all don't like him. I would be watching these story times and be like, "Excuse me, what did he say? Oh, okay. All right, we got you. We got you." Like, I'd be getting so heated watching these story times because, like, you know, she was young, you know, young and in love, young and dumb and in love, you know, she would say, and like the things that they went through and stuff that he'd say to her, and oh, it was just, it would frustrate me. So I basically like binge watched all of her storytime videos in one weekend. She has other story times, but you know, I think people know her mainly from her Bob story times. She has a vlog channel also, BasiesLife. I watch that as well. So if you're looking for good story times and also just to watch a really down to earth, humble girl, Bossy is your girl. Plus size vloggers. So let me just start by saying, before anybody tries to jump crazy in the comments, I know that people are more than their size. Okay? I know that. The reason I put them in this category is because they refer to themselves as plus size vloggers and fashionistas and influencers. So that's why I'm putting that label on them. But they are more than their size, but that's who they are to the plus size community. So I love these ladies. I mainly watch them for their try on hauls. That's how I got hooked to, I think a lot of them was from their plus size try on hauls. They are the reason that I am low key addicted kind of to Boohoo. This blazer is from Boohoo. That is the reason I can't quit my job, because I have a habit that I gotta fund. I got a thing for Boohoo that I have to fund that. So I have to go to work every day to be able to do that. And so my job should thank these women for keeping me there. Like, I can't just walk off my job when I get mad, because I'm like, Boohoo, how you gonna pay for that? So yeah. Anyways, so I watched them a lot for their plus size hauls. Alex from Learning to Be Fearless. First of all, isn't that just like an amazing name for like life? That's like a whole mood. That's like a 2019 life mood, Learning to Be Fearless. She also has a vlog channel that I watch. I'll pretty much watch anything that she does. But like I said, I'm here for their plus size try on hauls. I consider myself to be plus size. So I am a 12 on top, a 14, size 14 on bottom, which people are gonna be like,
Oh, that's average. I don't mean you plus size.
but I'm 5'1" and a half. I'm 5'1", and those are my measurements. So like when people see me in person or I'm standing up, like it's 12, 14 plus 5'1" and a half equals thick plus size. If you should say, it's the new math that in the States passed by Congress. I'm thick, okay? So I consider myself plus size, and so I like to watch them, and also they have talks about just like the plus size life, and you know, confidence and self-esteem and body positivity, and I am here for it. So love those ladies, love all of them. I watch their their plus size try on hauls. I'm just in my room like, yes, cheetah print, yes. Or like, sis, you gonna do us like that with the yellow? Like, yes, yes, do this, please, yes. I am like a hype person. They should hire me just to be their hype person in the room when they're doing these hauls, because I love everything they do. So, yeah, plus size vloggers, those ladies. Mommy vloggers. So there was a time in my life, so I'm not a mother yet, but there was a time in my life where I wanted to be a stay-at-home mother. Now, some time has passed, and I don't really have that desire as much as I used to. I'm not really sure if I'm built for that life. Shout out to you, all stay-at-home moms. You don't get a lunch break. and your bosses are like ruthless taskmasters. I'm talking about your kids that you love. They're all so cute and adorable, but like it's rough. It's you do not get to clock in and clock out. Like it's just all around the clock all the time. As a stay-at-home mom. So shout out to you. You are enough. You are the best parent for those kids, and you are definitely in my prayers. So anyways, I would like to watch like day in the life of a stay-at-home mom videos. I'd like to just see their day and like how they live. So that's how I found the first three ladies. I didn't know they were friends until like recently. I didn't know they knew each other until recently. I think they're going to go on a baby moon. They're going on a baby moon because they're pregnant also. So Tara is having a boy. I was convinced she was gonna have another girl because that just seemed like it just fit. Like she's just so like girly, but she's having a boy. She has two girls. She's having a boy. Liza has a little boy named Camden, and she's having another boy, which you know for her that makes sense too. She's a boy mom, and then Erin has two little girls, and she's having a third girl whose name is Reese. That's so cute. I love that name, and it just seems like it just fits with their family. It just fits so well. So I just kind of like to watch how they live and how they handle all that is motherhood at home all day, you know, and laundry and taking care of the house and doing all that. I just love to watch the way they live. And the last woman, Amy from Water's Wife Vlogs. I don't know how I came across her videos, but she's also a mother of two. Her first child, boy, his name is Beckett. Unfortunately, he was born sleeping. And so every October she does like campaigns, and she does like a series on like pregnancy and infant loss awareness month in October, and she does like give back for Beckett campaigns. And I really was just drawn to the transparency that she showed during that time when they lost Beckett. They filmed a lot. I think she got some backlash for filming so much, but I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about. It's you know, it's more common than we'd like it to be. Lost parents, you know, that community, it's not something that I feel like a lot of people talk about. So I just love the transparency that she had, and she talks a lot about grief and the complexity of it. That's I think how I really was drawn to her videos. And then her second child is Mallory. She's super cute. I love how she like scrunches up her nose when she smiles and when she laughs. So those four ladies, those are basically the main mommy vloggers that I watch. I would recommend like any of their videos. Okay, so this last category is a weird guilty pleasure type situation. So I am a part of the small percentage of the YouTube world that likes to watch scratching videos. What do you want to call them? Like basically people just scratching dandruff from their own head or from other people's heads. I don't care. I just like to watch it. It's weirdly relaxing. I can't even explain it. I don't know how I got sucked into it, but I like to watch those videos. So these three people are like the best in the game right now. And it's so weird. I'm talking about it like they're athletes or like they've gone to school and they've studied. They just are products of circumstance. You know, do they all have seborrheic dermatitis? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I think Tracy and Peta do. I don't know if Tatiana does, but I think it's called seborrheic dermatitis. So it's not like little powdery flicks. Like no, like I like to see like huge, like it's the size of their finger, like pieces of their scalp, like coming off. It's not actually pieces of their scalp, but you know what I mean. Like I like to watch them like lift it. I don't know what it is about like seeing the pick. I like picks more than combs. Like watching the pick like go underneath the flake, and then like they lift it like what is happening? I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing. My husband's always like he can't stomach it if I'm watching it. He's just like, that's weird. What are you watching? I don't care. Don't judge me, you know, judge your mama. I don't know. I like to watch it, and I'm not the only one because there's a whole bunch of y'all watching it with me, okay? So don't even try to sit here in front and act all righteous like y'all don't do, and something wrong with it. So, you know, it's relaxing. I've like fallen asleep to some of Peter's videos because they were just super relaxing. So yeah, these three, I like to watch their scratching videos. I don't really even have much to say, I guess, about it. I just like it. Don't know why, but I'm most of the time I'm watching and I'm making faces like, oh, like, oh my gosh. But I love it. Like that's when I'm really, really liking it. Like the uglier the face, the better the video is. So Tracy's mom, Mama T, she is just so funny. That's her mom who like helps her scratch sometimes. She just got all types of personalities and things and words that she calls Tracy's condition, and she's always just like, I'm scared. No, what is this? No, this ain't right. This ain't right. And she's always like gasping, and I'm like, Mama T, you have seen this before. Why is she acting surprised every time she sees the dandruff? Like, I don't know. It's funny, but I love their relationship and their banter back and forth. So yeah, scratching videos. If you are like me and you like to watch people scratch dandruff, then you'll like these videos. All right, everyone, that is it for this video. I'm going to include some other YouTubers that I watch. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm always looking for new suggestions for YouTubers to watch. So leave me some suggestions down in the comments below. If you've made it to the end, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So I'll be uploading videos every Thursday. They'll go up around 8 o'clock. So that's my thing. I kind of will say we have a date at 8. I live in Florida, so that's this time zone. But you know, 8 o'clock. But I don't know what that is for the other time zones, but you know, we have a date at 8 is basically what I'll say, because that's when I'm uploading the videos. I'll do some try-on hauls, a lot of sit-down videos, just talking about current events, crazy things that have happened in my life, some story times. I might do some get ready with me's, not because I'm trying to give out makeup tips, because I don't consider myself like a beauty vlogger. I'm still trying to figure out stuff with makeup myself, so I'm not really giving out any tips, but might do a get ready with me here and there. So yeah, 8 o'clock on Thursdays. That's when I upload. I'm always open also too for suggestions for videos. So we got a date at 8. Come back and see me. I'll see you then.